if you could start just by telling me about your current research in the field of social cognition.
Okay. Well, I'm really interested in looking at social cognition, which is the ability for people to process social cues. So it involves everything from recognising emotions in someone else's face and the way they use their body, through to being able to have a bit of an idea about what they're thinking about and what they're intending by what they're doing. So these kinds of things have been really pretty hard to measure in the past. As a neuropsychologist, we relied on things like drawing the ray figure or block design to try to work out if someone's got good problem-solving skills. But that doesn't really tell you about how a person will manage a social situation. So that's what we're working on. We're sort of working on developing materials that can help us work out if someone can recognise faces or can understand intentions and things like that.
So tell me about how that fits in with traumatic brain injury and what kind of problems do people with traumatic brain injury have particularly?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I started getting interested in this because of observing the kinds of problems that people with traumatic brain injury have and working with them. And so, it's interesting because, as a neuropsychologist, we've often focused on the intellectual problems and the cognitive difficulties that people have following brain injury. But if you talk to their families, it's that they seem to have changed their personality. They're not sensitive to other people. They're not picking up on cues. They don't regulate their own behaviour in response to other people. And of course, you wouldn't be able to do that, would you, if you're not reading the social cues in other people?
Right.
So it's that kind of difficulty that people with brain injury have that's led me into this sort of interest in social cognition.
And from what you're saying, it's been relatively unresearched, so it's kind of a new frontier.
It is very much a new frontier. It's a really hot area, actually. I mean, in fact, there's about 4 or 5 new journals just come out in the last 10 years that are all based on social neuroscience, because people are now realising, of course, this is a whole area that really matters, and that we haven't got the tools or the understanding to be able to kind of really do anything about.